Red Rock brings you the latest and best in educational training courses for all age groups right to your desktop. At Red Rock, we combine thoroughly researched subject knowledge, rich multimedia, and interactivity to produce up-to-date e-learning content. Our courses can be accessed on PCD, CD-ROMs, as well as DVDs. You can be sure that all our courses provide lasting learning value. Red Rock products are developed using international standards. Train yourself. Speaking for success. Look around and you'll be amazed to see that you are miles ahead of all other living beings created by Almighty God. We humans are the only ones who can speak and express our feelings. Speaking differentiates us from all other life forms in this world. Thus, speech is a basic step towards knowledge, progress, and success in life. Speech can make or mar your personality and also judge your level of intellect. Speaking is an important method for communicating knowledge and expressing ideas and views. Your personality is enhanced when you speak with confidence and elan. How well you speak does make a difference. Your speech is like your personal ad. Every time you open your mouth, you allow others to peep into your mind. Half the world consists of people who have something to say but can't, and the other half have nothing to say but keep saying it. Yes, you're right that there is a great need to learn how to speak, what to speak, and when to speak. You need to plan for public speaking because your capabilities will be gauged with your presentation. People are generally scared of public speaking. The very idea probably sends shivers down your back. This fear is generally due to stage fright, causing your legs to shake, your mouth goes dry, you get short of breath, your heart pounds, and the mind goes blank. In a Fright survey, public speaking was found to be the number 2 fear, right after the fear of death. Fear of snakes, heights, water, and fire were lower down the list. There are innumerable people who succumbed when they first got up to speak, but later proved to be the finest orators. Let's try and understand what it is about public speaking that people fear. Is it the fear of an audience, eyes all focused on one person? Or could it simply be the fear of messing up and making a fool of yourself in front of an audience? It's probably a combination of such self-centered thoughts, which may vary with each person and situation. You need to clearly understand that feeling some kind of nervousness before giving a speech is natural and healthy. It only shows that you care about doing well. This is normal. But too much nervousness can be detrimental. In due course, you will see that public speaking is not as scary as you have perceived or experienced before. Therefore, you need to bury your fear of public speaking and take the bull by the horn. It is necessary to understand that effective public speaking is a skill and its presentation is an art and can be learned by following a few simple points. A good speaker will be organized and will have the confidence to present the substance of the speech to an audience in a manner which leaves an indelible mark on them. Learning public speaking skills can make people good orators. But in order to be interesting, believable, and effective, they have to harness their own personalities and project it into what they're saying. In your everyday life, you share your views with your friends and family, normally 3 to 4 people at a time, and you can do this effectively. Even if that number increases to 10, you might be comfortable in handling an audience of that size with a little pre-preparation. However, when the size of the audience swells to over 25 and you're required to stand before them, then all the symptoms of fear erupt if you're not trained to counter such situations. Therefore, be prepared and sharpen your public speaking skills. In general, be yourself and be confident. This makes things easier both for the speaker and the audience. Speakers who do not feel comfortable being themselves while speaking in public will be remembered by the audience as boring, stupid, or just plain unbelievable. The best speech is when the audience is so stunned by an idea presented that they forget to applaud. The emphasis should be on the sharing of ideas rather than preaching sermons. You should not strain your brain about your performance. Strive hard to remain genuine and natural. Your being relaxed will keep your audience at ease. Try to speak from your heart and to the soul of the audience. Effective communication can change the direction of your career, business, authority, and position. It is really very important. No talent can take you as far as your ability to make a good and effective public presentation. But you'll agree that hardly anyone is born with this gift. It is something that one has to work hard to acquire. Nobody starts as a perfect speaker. A step-by-step program is prepared with a view to build your overall confidence so that you will always be ready to grab any opportunity for public speaking with confidence. To assess your level before beginning, a questionnaire needs to be honestly marked. If you happen to answer yes to even 2 of the questions, then you need to take this public speaking program seriously. So tighten your belt and work on the tips given to boost your confidence. An assessment after each program will be a pointer of your progress. Good speakers ensure that they are up to date and are aware of what other experts are doing in their fields. Always research your topics thoroughly so that you master the subject of your speech. Your credibility is established when you are seen as someone who has the competence and confidence to speak on a subject. To achieve the perfect performance in public speaking, the following points need to be kept in mind. Dealing with stage fright. Building your confidence. Preparation and delivery of speech. Pre-presentation preparation. Body language and gestures. Impromptu or extempore speech. Practice ideas. Post-presentation analysis. Stage fright. The fear of public speaking is also known as glossophobia, the most common phobia which affects almost 75% of the population. Great orators, actors, successful singers have all once suffered from this phobia, but have worked hard to overcome it. At the outset, almost every person is frightened when he goes to speak on stage, but the one who keeps a grip on himself can act just as if he were not frightened. This not only builds confidence, but also helps in taking control over the situation. You need to remember a few facts to overcome stage fright and develop confidence. A. You're not the only one who fears public speaking. B. The main cause of your fear is simply being unaccustomed to speaking in public. C. Remember that a little stage fright acts as a boon in disguise. You cannot learn to swim without getting into the water. The more you practice to swim, the more confidence you gain and become an expert swimmer. Dare to take the plunge? Look out for the opportunities to speak and grab them. Volunteer to speak. A few guidelines from the masters will help steer your way to success. 1. When you get up to walk towards the stage, remain mentally and physically relaxed. Your walk will partly constitute towards creating first impressions. Many people do not get stage fright until asked to speak. It is the very thought of public speaking which raises the heartbeat or the flow of adrenaline. Therefore, keep cool and composed. 2. While on the stage, greet the audience with a genuine smile and poise. Your eyes must sparkle with confidence. Eye contact with the audience will also contribute towards making your first impression. 3. Stand firmly, putting equal weight on both legs, as if commanding the entire stage and audience. 4. We are all judged by people through what we say and how we say it. We are also judged by how we dress, how we walk, and how we talk. Therefore, strive to create a good first impression which goes a long way towards successful public speaking. Remember, you will not get a second chance to make a first impression. 5. Your body naturally becomes tense when you get ready to give a speech. This is happening within you, and no one can see it. Only your poise, command, and confidence is visible, therefore go for an effective speech delivery with a bang. 6. Now that you are about to give a crisp and captivating talk, be brief but to the point. Be gracious and humble. Be conclusive with a positive approach. 7. Visualize yourself as a winner. See yourself poised and alert, responding to the challenge of public speaking. These few steps, when adopted and exercised, will enhance your level of confidence and will help you overcome the imagined stage fright. Once you come through with this process of stage fright positively, you will experience a state of relaxation, ease, and naturalness on the stage. Thereby you will radiate the confidence of being your own self. You command the stage and enjoy the taste of speaking in public. Building your confidence. Confidence automatically comes to only those speakers who are properly prepared. Their mind is conditioned only to success. They act as if it is impossible to fail. Emerson said that the inner fear of defeat affects more people than any other thing in this world. Therefore, you need to be a winner inside first, then a speaker on stage. Anyone can give a speech, but not everyone can give an effective speech. To make public speaking broadly interesting and effective, we need to learn the basic tactics as illustrated below. 1. Make a humble beginning. Make eye contact with the audience. Connect with them and develop non-verbal acceptance. Your audience is there to hear your message. Relax and deliver the presentation. They will accept it. The audience will judge you in the first 30 seconds. 2. Be your own self. You do not have to be perfect. All that is required is just having a clear understanding, a right beginning, and a right plan of action to make your dream of public speaking a reality. If you try to be perfect, you will be scared. The more perfect you try to be, the more scared you will be, and you will make more mistakes. Therefore, don't put any pressure on yourself to be perfect. You must learn to live with a reasonable level of perfection. 3. Be prepared, because it is the most important element. The matter of your speech must evolve into an interesting and captivating presentation. Communication experts George Grice and Bruce Skinner recommend the following guidelines for effective speeches. A. Open your speech with a positive statement. B. Target a few key areas to dwell upon. C. Organize your comments with a personalized experience. D. Be specific and to the point. E. Be honest but very tactful. F. Provide the action plan. G. Offer the solution to problems. H. Close the talk on a positive note. But never, ever over-prepare your speech. It is better to elaborate the key areas of your speech rather than over-prepare a talk wherein you're likely to make mistakes. Avoid this as far as possible. 4. Use natural humor. This will bring lighter shades to your talk and involve the audience, capturing their attention. Your humor should match the content of your speech. 5. You can use the SWOT analysis. S for strength. Jot down all your positive points. Example, your control over language, your personality, your qualification and experience, your sense of humor, and your confidence level. W for weakness. Similarly, make notes of your negatives, such as stage phobia, language, subject knowledge, and shaky voice. Knowing your weakness itself is a big strength. Therefore, work to transform your weak points into strength. Practice, practice, practice. Also, do not forget to rehearse your speech well. O for opportunity. Grab the maximum opportunities to speak. Stand up and assert yourself at public meetings. Don't take a back seat. Speak with a purpose. You cannot achieve heights in your career until you speak. This not only builds your confidence, but opens up new avenues in your career. Your chances of getting a promotion and a better pay package will become brighter. T for threat. List all threats which come in your way towards success. Threats can be from a well-meaning colleague, threat of losing business, even of losing a job. A SWOT analysis will help you steer out of any awkward situation in life. Learn it well and use it to your advantage. Be determined to make your weak points into assets. We have concluded this section. Please answer the following questionnaire that will help you evaluate your progress. Preparation and delivery of speech. The most important aspect of public speaking is the actual speech and its effective delivery. Your speech has to be accurately chiseled to leave an impression on the audience. Speech preparation enables you to choose your words and ideas quite carefully in advance. Moreover, you can carefully plan the opening of the speech to arrest the tension of the audience. Let your speech grow towards the main subject in a rhythmic manner so that the audience stays interested in the talk. The entire subject should be covered within the allotted time slot. Like the opening remarks, your speech should be concluded in an impressive way to leave a lasting impact on the audience. The beginning. Remember, the first few seconds of your speech is of crucial importance. The opening should be short, provocative, clear, and relevant to the central idea of the speech. This will help you to grab the attention of the audience and engage their interest in what you have to say. Capture the attention of your audience by giving them a reason for listening. The main body of your speech contains the subject matter, supported with examples, arguments, and other confidence builders. All the points should be organized in such a way that each point flows into the next one. This gives your speech a more logical progression. Try your best to remain to the point. You will earn a reputation of being a genuine speaker and the respect of the audience. Close the speech. Like the opening, the closing statements of the speech are also important. Revisit your headlines and summarize, ending on a positive note. This provides your audience with a complete package and tells them about the message conveyed. Avoid too much generalizing. It might boomerang and defeat the very purpose of your speech. With an understanding of the necessary ingredients of an outstanding speech, you can build your talk on your own. Here are a few guidelines which can be helpful in this process. Who is a speech meant for? What is the subject of your speech? How to present your ideas with visual aids? When you need to summarize. While summing up, you need to remind yourself of the purpose of the speech. Was your aim to motivate or inspire people? Or did you intend to impart knowledge? Or were you trying to persuade them to a particular point of view? Or did you want to convey greetings for an occasion? A speech can be delivered in two ways. A. By reading from a previously written speech. Reading your entire speech from a script may give you confidence and ensure that nothing is forgotten or omitted. However, it is the least desirable option for delivering your speech. you will find it more difficult to maintain eye contact with the audience, thereby losing their involvement in your speech. Ensure your words are clearly understood. If you happen to make an error while reading your speech, correct it and continue. There is no need to make excuses. But as such, reading from a script becomes monotonous and boring. B. Delivering a memorized speech. A memorized speech is a speech which the speaker has planned and prepared in writing well in advance, with the aid of research on the subject, life incidences, quotes, proverbs, and experiences which comes right from the heart and touch the listeners. Such a speech is well practiced, rehearsed and re-rehearsed for a smooth presentation. If you have time, you should work on it thoroughly so that you can make frequent eye contact with your audience. But if you're not very comfortable and spontaneous with your speech, you can use index cards with keywords which can help you build your presentation. Rehearse the speech well. As the saying goes, practice makes a man perfect, so it is important to practice, practice, and practice. You can walk on stage as a confident speaker completely free of any scripts or notes. This is the best option. Be positive and cheerful. It works. When you walk before your audience to speak, do so with an air of anticipation. It gives an impression that you're keen to talk about an arresting and meaningful subject. Just before you speak, take a deep breath. Keep your head high and your chin up. You are in full command to tell your audience something worthwhile and for their interest and use. You should remain modest without being apologetic. Vitality and enthusiasm are the essential qualities for an effective speaker. Cultivate and build such traits. If the group is very large, try to look in all directions frequently as if trying to make eye contact with each and every one. This step is quite essential to give you the necessary assurance that they're longing to listen to you. Great speakers suggest that whenever called to speak, 1. Be positive. 2. Be precise and to the point. 3. Be gracious. 4. Be sincere and honest. 5. Be professional. You must greet the audience cheerfully. Give your audience a winning smile. Dress appropriately for the occasion. Deliver your speech in a standing position with equal weight on both legs. Avoid rocking on either side. Just before you begin, take a deep breath. Keep away from furniture or from the speaker's stand. Be self-confident. Look pleasant, enthusiastic, but not arrogant. Remember to remain positive and optimistic throughout your speech. The audience wants you to be interesting, stimulating, informative, and entertaining. Be yourself and allow your personality to come across in your speech. Once again, don't forget to make eye contact with your audience. Be calm and appear relaxed, even if you feel nervous. Try taking a few deep breaths before speaking. This will ease your anxiety. Control your body language and facial expression. If you speak angrily and irritably, you will be reflecting your own immaturity. Always keep cool. It is not going to help you to mention your nervousness or apologize for any problems. Keep silent about this. Widen your presentation skills with an aim to overcome such situations. Harness your nervous energy in a way that will transform it into vitality and confidence. Deliver your speech slowly but clearly. Take your time. Avoid reading the speech word by word, but at the same time, avoid rushing through it just to finish the job. It is common to speak quickly when you're nervous. Take your time in speaking. Vary the tone of your voice, and if necessary, dramatize it to bring the required punch to the presentation. Speak clearly so that everyone can hear you, but don't shout for the sake of being loud. Effectively planned, a pause in your speech can be used to emphasize a point of view and even invite the reactions of your audience to an anecdote or joke. Add appropriate humor whenever possible to ease the monotony of a speech. Always keep in mind the length of your speech. Keep it short and crisp. Condition yourself and your mind to positive visualization. Visualize yourself as a winner. Imagine yourself speaking with a loud, clear, and assured voice. Visualize giving a thumping speech. When you visualize yourself as successful, you will be successful and you will come out as a winner. If you decide to use audiovisual aids to fortify your presentation, make sure that the equipment is in good working order. Pre-presentation preparation. Great importance is attached to preparation, planning, and practice in the deliverance of stage presentation. Planning and preparing a presentation can be an intimidating exercise, especially when you're new to public speaking. You need to prepare answers to possible questions from the audience. This will mean that rather than just concentrating on what to say, you will be able to handle queries tactfully. Your attitude is extremely important. Public speaking comprises of 1. A speech, 2. A speaker, and 3. The audience. These 3 cornerstones require equal attention. Know the subject of your speech well. Prepare and rehearse at least 3 times. Visualize giving the speech with a positive attitude. Relax, remain normal, natural, and at ease. Be punctual and be courteous. Smile confidently and look optimistic. Avoid irritating mannerisms. Know your stage well in advance. Cross-check for visual aids and an effective sound system. Know your audience. A. The language for the speech. B. The level of intellect. C. Their interest. And D. The purpose of meeting. Always tell the truth. Don't exaggerate or tell lies. Concentrate mainly on the message. Draw the audience by being interesting, stimulating, informative, and entertaining. Show warmth, sincerity, but above all, enthusiasm. Try gaining experience from every presentation. Check your voice modulation, pitch and volume of speech, right vocabulary, accent and pronunciation, and proper pauses and stresses in the speech. Try to talk in simple language and avoid technical terms. Your dress must match the occasion. Ensure your appearance is neat. Know your allotted time slot well and talk accordingly. Use your sense of humor. We have concluded this section. Please answer the following questionnaire that will help you evaluate your progress. Body language and gestures. Good delivery involves the effective use of many visual and vocal cues such as eye contact, hand gestures, your total persona, as well as vocal tone, volume, and rate of speech. The projection of your voice and the tone of your speech can make a critical difference to your presentation. To help you with this, it is worth practicing some yogic deep breathing exercises. This will help to improve your speech delivery. Make sure that you and your body convey a positive attitude, impregnating dynamism to your speech. Impromptu or extempore speech. This is speaking off the cuff, that is, without any prior notice or preparation, and is made unexpectedly. You have the liberty to put your candid views in accordance to the given situation. Put what you have to say in a logical sequence. Speak in an authentic manner. Ensure that your speech is captivating to your audience as well as worth their time and attention. This is different from a planned and practiced speech. However, you can handle such situations with expertise and elan. The following tips can be useful to give an impromptu speech. Always thank the audience when called for a speech. Begin your talk in reference to the occasion. Pick up the points from the previous speakers. Add your point of view and elaborate thereafter. You can use quotations, examples, and incidences to fortify your viewpoint. To exhibit competence, show that you know what you're saying and doing. You may convert your speech into a conversation by inviting audience participation. This will add life to your talk. Never ever forget to conclude your talk. Practice ideas. If you analyze your day-to-day communication, you'll be surprised by the similarity of purpose between your daily speaking and public speaking. Before you begin to develop your conversational skills, you must have the requisite confidence for speaking in public. For this, you should seek every opportunity to speak in public. Do this. Develop a 20 to 30-minute talk on various subjects. You can begin delivering short talks about yourself, your family, friends, relatives, your student life, your job, films, etc., or any other interesting aspect of life. Practice it well and rehearse it at least 3 times before its presentation. In public speaking, always try to keep the content of the talk and the manner of its delivery distinct. Never undertake anything thinking of defeat, because this leads to nervousness. A person who is nervous can easily be recognized by his facial expression, changed behavioral pattern, and strained, stiffened, and drawn eyes. The expression of the face lacks a natural appearance. The voice becomes harsh, broken, heavy, and not normal. It becomes very difficult for a nervous person to be relaxed, attentive, and to be at ease. Thereby, he starts making mistakes. It is because of the fear of defeat. Now that you're able to identify the main cause of fear, then the remedy is to develop an understanding and knowledge of doing things in the right perspective. Remember, making mistakes are clues to learn from. Therefore, do not take mistakes as equal to failures. Remain calm and quiet. Here are some yogic techniques for immediate relief from nervousness. Be seated with an erect spine. Then exhale all the air through both nostrils to empty your lungs. Now, start inhaling fresh air through both nostrils and take a deep breath. When inhaling is complete, wait to the count of 10 and start exhaling to the maximum. Do deep breathing for such 10 rounds, but don't exceed 10 rounds. Rest after a deep breathing exercise. This deep breathing will have a very calming effect on the nerves. You will feel relaxed. The condition of nervousness will be diminished if not completely removed. The benefits of deep breathing are surprisingly great. It holds the whole body and the nervous system in equilibrium and makes you stronger both physically and mentally. Harness your nervous energy and transform it into vitality and enthusiasm. Furthermore, you can also use humor in your speech as a fear reliever. Humor, whenever used, must be decent, appropriate, and in keeping with the subject matter. You and your audience will become open and comfortable. It will be easier for you to handle their objections and questions efficiently. For a more confident approach, it would be good to prepare answers to possible objections in advance. In an impromptu speech, you can handle the queries by asking the audience to repeat their objections again, or help them to paraphrase it. This not only dilutes aggressiveness of the query, but also gives you time to think of an answer or to handle it in a logical manner. While preparing possible answers, try to inculcate what, when, why, who, where, how aspects to prove your point. If you want to restrict the queries, you can bombard such questions on your audience, answers to which you have already prepared. This act of yours will also support your positive attitude. You need to be a little tactful, and you have to plan and prepare in advance. Post-presentation analysis. Has the performance matched the expectations? Were you able to make the most of a given opportunity? There is a need of introspection, a thorough self-analysis after a presentation, so that you can be better next time. There are many questions which come to mind. How well did you do? Are you satisfied? Could you highlight the key points effectively? Did your talk flow logically from point to point? Could you control your nervousness? Were you able to conclude the talk as planned? This exercise is meant to develop and improve your weak areas. List all your weak points in a diary and draw a time-bound work plan to overcome them. Strict adherence to the plan can help you to transform weaknesses into strengths. If you honestly adopt this method, you can be sure of becoming a great public orator. You will gain experience with every speech, and with every experience, you will gain confidence. And this is key to effective public speaking. Once a young man asked Abraham Lincoln for his valuable guidance in this direction. Lincoln replied, "If you are resolutely determined to make it big, the thing is more than half done already. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other one thing." Final reminders. Your participation in this program itself is a testimony of your keenness to learn and improve. Dare to dream and to rub your shoulders with success. No one will push you into success. You will have to work for it. Get the feel of successful people around you. It's a state of mind. Success is so close to you, it is within yourself. Everyone knows that public speaking shows leadership and executive capacity, and public speaking brings in recognition and self-assurance. Forget the failures of yesterday. Concentrate every fiber of your being on making today the best day that you've ever had in your life. Live today, enjoy today, experience the freedom of fear, and fly into the world of success. This CD has given you the methods and techniques which need to be applied for becoming a successful public speaker. Work hard, sweat it out, burn the midnight oil, and work to groom yourself into a professional speaker. It is only you who matter, and it is only you who can do it. Just specialize in success, and you'll make it. I repeat, specialize in success. Next time, you'll speak with authority of a specialist. Your steps will be firm on ground, and your voice will carry success and assurance that the audience will relish. Lay your hands on good books, magazines, good literature, book reviews, editorials, and read them carefully. This will help to widen your creative horizon. Train yourself in every way for a broader outlook of life. During your sessions with this CD, if you can make a significant improvement in your next speech, that's something to be positive about. Think positive and act positive. Simply continue to work on it and master the fear of public speaking and become better at it. Here are some key points to remember. Be confident in your presentation. A speaker's poise and confidence communicates as effectively as the words that are spoken. Make eye contact with your audience. Connect with them. Don't stand like a statue. Be natural and relaxed. Use your body language and gestures to your advantage. Think and speak in outline terms. Avoid reading every word. Keep the speech short and simple. Take your time. Don't rush through your speech just to finish it. Be natural and yourself. Your audience will not notice your nervousness. Don't point out your mistakes. Practice your speech in advance. Give pauses at the right place. Include creative angles in your speech and try to capture the audience's attention. Identify the language and the knowledge level of your audience and speak accordingly. Avoid getting into a debate with a disagreeing audience. Finish your speech before your audience does. An audience appreciates a short, organized speech over a long, rambling one. Good luck.